Welcome to UTC AI Studio, AI powered, creativity fueled. Alright, let's talk about something that's pretty much everywhere, but you might not even notice it. I'm talking about natural language processing or NLP. It's this silent revolution that's teaching computers to finally speak our language. Think about this: you ask your phone for directions, you tell it to set a timer, you dictate a text message half asleep, and somehow it just understands. How does a piece of metal and silicon make sense of the way humans talk, full of slang, pauses, and incomplete sentences? Well, spoiler alert, it's not actually magic, it's NLP. And it's the engine behind pretty much everything you see here. We're talking Siri and Alexa, your Google searches, those customer service chatbots, even the voice on your GPS. It is literally woven into the fabric of our digital lives. So, what exactly is NLP? Think of NLP as the ultimate translator, the bridge between our messy human world of words and the superlogical computer world of ones and zeros. So, here's the official breakdown. Natural language processing is a part of AI, right? And its whole mission and one big goal is to give computers the power to read, understand, interpret, and even generate human language. And that goes for both text and speech. And how does it pull this off? Well, it's not just one thing. It's this awesome mix of three powerful disciplines. You've got computational linguistics. That's kind of like the old school grammar textbook with all the syntax and hard-coded rules, but then it adds in machine learning and deep learning, and that's the secret sauce. It lets computers go way beyond just following rules and lets them actually learn the patterns in the context from just tons and tons of data. That blend, old school grammar meeting modern AI, is what allows machines to move from simply recognizing words to actually understanding meaning. But this technology didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It actually has a fascinating history, growing from this niche academic idea into a force that is completely reshaping our world. So let's take a quick look at that journey. The seeds of NLP go way back, the 1950s, with these tiny experiments like translating just 60 sentences from Russian to English. Then by the 90s, things got more practical. It was the tech behind the spam filters that cleaned up our inboxes. But the real earthquake hit in the 2010s with deep learning. That's what gave computers the power to analyze massive chunks of text. And all that leads us to today, where generative AI has completely flipped the script, where NLP has evolved from merely understanding language to actually creating it. Okay, so that's the history lesson, but where does this technology actually show up in our daily lives? I bet you're interacting with it way more often than you realize. Start with a really important one that happens completely behind the scenes. In fields like law, insurance, or healthcare, you've got mountains of documents just filled with private information. I mean, trying to go through and out all that sensitive data by hand, it'd be totally impossible. And this is where NLP becomes a superhero. It can scan millions of pages and automatically find and redact all that sensitive stuff. We're talking about policy numbers, social security numbers, private medical details. A great real-world example is a company called Chisel AI. For them, NLP isn't just a cool tool, it's a critical layer of security that protects people's privacy. Now, here's one you have absolutely run into probably even today: customer service. NLP is the brainpower behind all those chatbots and voice assistants we talk to all the time. It's what lets those bots understand what you're really asking, making them feel a little less robotic. Companies like T-Mobile use it to scan text messages for certain keywords so they can offer you personalized deals. Even universities like Oklahoma State are using chatbots to answer student questions anytime, day or night. It's all about making things faster and hopefully better. And here's another really powerful way businesses are using it: to understand how their customers are really feeling. This whole idea is called sentiment analysis. Just imagine being able to scan thousands of product reviews, social media comments, and call transcripts to get a real-time pulse on your customers. Like, are they happy? Are they frustrated? NLP tools do exactly that. You've got platforms like Success KPI that use this to turn raw call data into a crystal clear picture of customer feelings that help businesses understand their audience in real time. So, in short, NLP gives machines the ability to not just listen, but to feel the pulse of human conversation. Okay, so we've seen all the cool things NLP can do, but how in the world does a machine even begin to untangle something as messy and complex as human language? Let's lift the hood and see how it all functions. Language, as we know, is chaotic, full of ambiguity and context. So NLP systems start by breaking it into structured building blocks, kind of like disassembling a sentence to study its parts. This happens through two main types of analysis. On one hand, you've got syntactical analysis. This is pure grammar, the rules. It's the part that knows if a word is a noun or a verb, and if the sentence structure is correct and makes grammatical sense. But on the other hand, we have semantical analysis. It looks at meaning. Understanding that bank can mean a river bank or a financial institution depending on context. Together, syntax and semantics help machines grasp what you said and what you meant. Okay, that's the what. But now the big question. So what? Why does any of this actually matter in our daily lives? Well, the real-world value here is huge. Let's get into the benefits. For starters, it automates all those boring, repetitive tasks. It helps us find incredible insights from just oceans of text data. Think of product reviews or social media posts. It totally transforms how we search. Modern NLP doesn't just interpret, it can write. Articles, emails, captions, and reports can now be generated in seconds, often indistinguishable from human writing. And maybe the craziest part, it can even generate brand new human-like sounding content, all on its own. Let's just take automation for a second. Imagine you're running a business. Instead of having a person answer the exact same question, like, "What time do you close?" over and over and over again, a chatbot powered by NLP can do it instantly, 24/7. And just like that, you freed up a person to solve the difficult problems that need a real human brain. And search, that's a big one. Remember old school search? It was just keyword matching. You typed bear, you got the fluffy animal, that's it. But an NLP-powered search, it gets the context. It can figure out if you mean the animal or the slang for a big, hairy person. See the difference? It's about what you mean, not just the word you type. In short, NLP makes digital systems more human-aware, understanding what we mean, not just what we type. So how do we get from these clunky basic systems to the incredibly smart ones we have today? It's been a really fascinating journey, a real evolution of thinking. In the beginning, it was all rules-based, just simple if-then statements. But that was super rigid. It would break the second it saw a typo or some new slang. So we evolved to statistical NLP. This was smarter. It used machine learning to figure out the most likely meaning of a sentence. A big step up. But the real revolution, the thing we're living in now, is deep learning NLP. This uses these massive brain-like neural networks and just incredible amounts of data to get a way more nuanced understanding of language. So today the whole process works kind of like an assembly line. Step 1 is pre-processing. You got to clean up all the messy raw text. Think of it like tidying up a super messy room before you can find anything. Next, feature extraction. This is where you turn all those nice, clean words into numbers a computer can actually work with. Then, and only then, can the real analysis start, where the machine starts identifying patterns. And finally, you have model training, which is basically where the machine practices until it gets really good at finding those patterns by itself. And that analysis step we just talked about, that's where some seriously cool stuff happens. It's not just one thing. You've got part of speech tagging. That figures out what's a noun, what's a verb, and so on. Then it moves on to bigger things like named entity recognition. Recognizing that Sarah is a person and Paris is a city. Each step adds another layer of understanding. This right here illustrates the single biggest challenge in all of NLP: ambiguity. The word bat could be a flying animal, or it could be what you use in baseball. We get the difference from context, right? Well, teaching a machine to do that same thing is a huge task, and it's called word sense disambiguation. And this sentence is a perfect example of two more key tasks. So through named entity recognition, the computer identifies Jane as a person and France as a place. Simple enough. But then using something called co-reference resolution, it figures out that the word she refers back to Jane. That might seem obvious to us, but for a machine, it's absolutely crucial for following the plot of a story or a conversation. If you zoom out from all those little tasks, the entire process pretty much follows this three-step recipe. First step is pre-processing, where all the messy raw text gets cleaned up and simplified. Next comes the training, where the computer model chews on massive amounts of that cleaned up data to get better and more accurate. And finally, you have deployment, where the trained model is put out into the real world to start working on new live information. Now, it's easy to think this technology is perfect, but it's not even close. Human language is just so messy and creative, and it's always changing, and that creates some major headaches for computers. And here are some of the biggest hurdles. First up, biased data. This is a huge one. If you train AI on biased information, guess what? You're going to get a biased AI. It's garbage in, garbage out. Then there's just us. The way we talk, slang, dialects, sarcasm. Computers are terrible at sarcasm. How do you program a machine to understand that when someone says, "Oh, that's just great"? They might actually mean it's terrible, and we're always inventing new words. It's that subtle human context that's still the final frontier for these systems. And that brings us right up to the present moment, because the entire field is going through a massive shift. We are moving way beyond just processing language and into a world where we are actively generating it. This is the huge breakthrough that's happening all around us. Thanks to generative AI, those core ideas of NLP are now being used to create incredibly human-like text. Everything from a single sentence to an entire article. It's a gigantic leap from just analyzing language to actually creating it from scratch. So, what does this new superpower actually let us do? Well, think about getting an instant summary of an hour-long meeting you missed, or drafting a professional-sounding email from just a few bullet points, or having a conversation with someone in another language translated in real time. This isn't science fiction anymore. These are the tools that are changing how we work right now. So, if there's one big idea to take away from all of this, let it be this one. Mastering language is no longer just a human skill for companies, for individuals, for everyone. NLP is turning communication itself into a powerful tool and a real competitive advantage. And that leaves us with one last pretty big question to think about. Now that our machines can speak our language, it's not just about us talking to them anymore. It's about how this new two-way conversation is ultimately going to change us. Something to chew on. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching UTC Studio, AI-powered, creativity-fueled. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore what computer vision is. Till then, as always, keep learning, keep building, and keep creating with AI.